Okay, I'm Senora Gose, Suzanne Gose of Spanish Geniuses, and I want to talk to you a little bit about something called the Goldilocks Zone. As homeschool moms, we already know about the Goldilocks Zone because we know that when you try and potty train a child, there's that sweet spot of if you try it too early, you have lots of accidents. If you try and do it too late, the habits have already set in and you have all kinds of problems trying to undo some habits that the child has learned. We know about the Goldilocks zone from Earth, right? If it was a little bit closer to the sun, then we'd be just burnt to a crisp. If it was a little bit further away, then we'd all be frozen. So there's a lot of areas that have the Goldilocks zone, and that includes literacy, right? When a child's learning to read, push too soon or push too fast, it's not going to work. Also, with how you're teaching them. If they're watching screens all the time, well, that's too hot. It's like too much for their brain. And so they just sit back and their brain doesn't have to work hard enough. If it's just a book in front of them with no audio, nobody sitting with them, it's just words, obviously that's too cold. It's just not going to work with us because we don't have enough input to help our brain work. So it's almost too boring. Same with learning a language. And so that's what I want to talk about is you want something that's in that Goldilocks zone. You don't want just a textbook. It's not going to work. You're not going to have enough input for the child or for you to be able to grab that information and work with it and help your brain to absorb the language. You also don't want to have a video or just an app that's just feeding the information to you where you don't have to work very hard. So things that are boring to your brain are not important. You don't absorb it. So that's why all of our curriculum, my curriculum, has been developed after learning that by accident. All my experience of teaching all the children showed me that, wow, these kids are not learning when I just have a list of words. If I put on a video, they're still not learning. Well, what is it? It's both. It's that Goldilocks zone. So you want to have a textbook, an actual piece of paper, a book of some sort that they can touch, they can feel, they can turn the pages, they can stick their finger on it and move it around, touch the word, touch the picture, not a screen. But you also want audio to help invigorate them. So either an MP3 that I provide or the parent, something that's helping them to interact. It's not too cold. If you have a screen which is too hot, they're just sitting there and absorbing, that's okay as long as you provide a textbook outside of the video or a piece of paper that they're going to take notes on or they're going to doodle on. So that's how you get to the Goldilocks zone with learning a second language. No matter what you use, if you're using a screen, provide something off of the screen to kind of cool it down. And if you're providing a textbook, that's okay too. You need to heat it up a little bit by adding some audio or some sort of interaction. I hope this helps you with all the different areas from learning to read, learning to potty train, and learning a second language.